All right, let's talk football. We came in here August 1st. It's a good football team, and when I say that, it's great men in it. I like everything about how they interact with each other, how they work with each other. The big concept of it that I take from it is, like I've told them, is we've got experienced players, we just don't have experience playing together. So the ones that are new, if you want to call them new, they've been in the program but they haven't played, maybe side by side with a starter. You have the returning starters, and yet you have some guys that we brought into the program that will factor into our program that just got here as well. So the inexperience of playing together is the challenge, but the experience and the talent is where we need to be at this point, 2 weeks before we go into the first game. So there's work to do, but there's work that's been done too. So I'll start with the offense, give you a quick review there. I know they put Theo on the cover of stuff. It isn't all about Theo, but Theo is an excellent quarterback. That's you know, when you start talking points and all the things that people look for, they look to the quarterback play. His confidence is what made him the player that he is. He's always had the talent. His confidence and his teammates and his offensive coaches are the ones that have created the environment that he can be successful in. So you guys can talk to him. I'm sure you'll grab him, but Theo's in a good spot right now coming off last year, but he's got to prove himself every day. He'll be the target. You can see that. They put him on the target of the day in cover. So he's going to be the target of every locker room. So we know that, and so we have to prepare that way, and it'll take a team to get it done, offense, defense, and special teams, to conquer it. Secondly, you go to his offensive line. Big thing about the offensive line, you got Roper and Penning are the returners, and you have some new ones that we brought into the fold, if you will, some guys that have moved up. Transfers-wise, you got Josh Volk out of Iowa, and you've got Kyle Kelly out of Arkansas State, and they came into our program. They're battling for positions, but there's other ones that have stepped up their game and could be starting offensive line for us. But two that would be named media-type people coming out of the gate would be, of course, Jared Penning, who's been a 3-year starter for us, and Tristan Roper, who's been a 3-year, 2-year starter for us, something like that. So jump to the tight ends. A lot of consistency in the tight ends. You got Alex Allen is coming back off last year, and Lane Pryor. And those two are doing an excellent job inside. We've moved Derek Anderson from a defensive line to the tight end position because he was a quarterback in high school, played D-tackle last year, and actually has the size. He's up to about 265 and had the athleticism to be a tight end. So we've moved him to the tight end as well, with some other guys coming into the fold. But I would say those are three guys to look for if you're looking for media type things coming out of the gate here. Tight end position, I've jumped to a running back. Everybody looks to the running back kind of like they look to the quarterback. What I see at running back right now, you got Harrison Bay Bowie out of last year. Everybody saw a little bit of him towards the end of games last year. We had 2 750-yard rushers last year that we have to replace along with the passing game. And so we got Harrison Bay Bowie, which is a strong, powerful back. And then we have Ty Edwards is the new name that you'll see. He technically came out of UTSA, but he was out of Butler Junior College. We recruited him out of Butler Junior College, and then he ended up here through UTSA after that semester. So Ty and Harrison and Josh Jenkins would be the 3 tailbacks that will, at least in the early stages of the season, that you'll see on the field at tailback for us. Going to receiver, which is a factor when you're talking about quarterback play, and what we do offensively is that you have Sergio back, of course. Sergio is a person that you'll all look to, as will the opponent, and then other people that maybe didn't have the numbers of Sergio but have the capability would be Wolf is back, Logan Wolf, coming off some injuries last year in and out of the season. Sam Schnee is always a factor in every football game. And then newcomers to that group locally is Ian Collins out of Charles City. That'd be more of a local name that came back. He ran track at Iowa last year. I recruited him out of high school, originally out of Charles City, and he wanted to go back and play football, so he is new to the football team, trying to make a name for himself. And the other 2 receivers that are standing out throughout camp here is Jordan Ellis Leahy. He'll be easy to find on the floor. You can see him from a distance. He's an excellent looking prospect. And then the other one is Naren Button. Naren comes to us via transfer out of Kent State, and those two are the two newcomers that will fit with the other three that I mentioned before. So that gives you a receiver core that gives us some depth, the tight end with some depth, the quarterback play, and then everybody will look to the second quarterback. And I would say right now there's three of them in the mix, but we'll see how that unfolds. But they've all done well, but of course we know who the starting quarterback is, so we don't have to have a quarterback controversy unless something happens at the main spot.